News 10 is sponsored by Arby's.
Indiana has an 11% homeless rate, 11%. That is thousands of Hoosiers without a home.
Amazing. Many believe that number is much higher, but it's hard for the government to keep track of those who fall between the cracks. Tonight, we take another look at some of those people living in our community.
News 10's Amanda Jarrett joins us now live in our studio with part 2 of her special report, Second Chances. Amanda?
Mark Patrice, there are more than 650,000 homeless people on any given night in the U.S. About 38% never go to a shelter. They sleep in their cars or on the street, making it nearly impossible to ever get off the streets. Tonight, we show you some of the challenges to get that second chance. Looking for a job, 22-year-old Ralph goes store to store grabbing applications. As you can see, he has a handful.
Summerwear, Journeys.
This is Ralph's usual daily routine, applying for job after job. It's tough. Ralph doesn't have a car, and he doesn't have a home.
Sometimes I'd walk around until morning came and go to our friends and sleep for a couple hours.
That was until about a month ago when Ralph moved into this room at the Timothy House, a shelter where he can stay for up to 2 years while he saves money. The young recovering alcoholic says his biggest challenge is landing a job.
Everyone deserves a chance to make better for themselves, and if they're actually trying to better themselves, why not give them a chance to see if they can actually do it?
Every day he tries again, fighting the homeless stereotype.
They would come to the shelters and use it as their use it as an advantage and not actually use it to better themselves. They would just use it to be able to, lay around, and it's not what they're for. They don't want people looking at, us that are actually trying to make a difference, with ourselves.
It's estimated there are as many as 600 people in the Terre Haute area just like Ralph. But some never reach out for help, making second chances nearly impossible.
But there's a lot of shame still that goes with it. People won't come forward and get registered. There's a lot of what's going to happen.
Another advocate, Dottie Crippen, waits and waits for the homeless to come into her soup kitchen, hoping to learn more, hoping to help. Finally, an older man agrees to talk with her about his situation.
How long have you been in this situation? Do you have family or are you by yourself?
He's a veteran, house sitting for a friend today, homeless again tomorrow.
I've got housing packets if you're ever interested in signing up for public housing.
Will he ever ask for help? No one knows. He's one of your neighbors, living in your community, living day to day. Without asking for help, he may never get off the streets. Ralph says it was that fear that led him to his new home and hopefully a new life.
I look at things with a positive outlook instead of, the glass half empty. I start looking at it half full.
The 22-year-old has big plans for his future, but for now, he's just waiting for the call. Many of the shelters we visited said it's very difficult for the homeless to get hired. Even if they do, oftentimes transportation is a major problem. At WTHI-TV.com, we've listed places to go to get help in the valley if you're in need of a home, public housing, or assistance for your children. Back to you.
Thanks, Amanda.
Also, if you'd like to volunteer your time or donate